Y'all knew eventually I was going to talk about this, so I'm going to give my thoughts on the coronavirus. First of all, this video will be unmonetized. Some people might be thinking, well, you can just monetize it as a topic. I don't feel exactly comfortable monetizing this, even though we're going to be making jokes and stuff like that. But I want to say a few things in regards to the reaction over this virus. And what this virus has essentially done is made me realize, people are fucking morons. Ah, yes. So, during the start of the coronavirus, you had 3 types of people. These will be the people that I'll be getting in today. Let's get into the first person that reacted to the coronavirus. Person number 1. Mary, look at the news. This is the coronavirus. We need to get toilet roll, Mary. Get that toilet roll now. The toilet roll. No, wait, what? What do you mean? We don't need bleach, okay? I know that actually kills the virus, but just actually get toilet roll and hand sanitizer. Is there gonna be a World War III? Are we all gonna die? We're all gonna die. I need to post on Facebook about this. I need to steal toilet paper. First person I'll be getting into is these people that are just freaking out and saying, I'm gonna die, I need to buy toilet paper. What you really should be bulking on is condoms, because I really hope you're the type of people that don't reproduce anymore. I have never seen a bunch of absolute morons freak out over this. They're looking into every little nook and cranny. They are bulk buying toilet paper for all the stupid reasons. Like, you're not gonna have diarrhea because of this. You don't need a bulk buy toilet paper. Now, I know it's a bit of a joke. What I don't like, however, are these people buying trolleyfuls of tissue paper and toilet paper when elderly people are going to these stores that really in reality don't, like, I mean, obviously they're very vulnerable, but the fact is they're going to these supermarkets and they can't get what they're gonna get because some 30-year-old woman with probably a short haircut and thinks she's a soccer mom ends up buying about 100 bags of toilet paper, which she's not gonna use anyway. These are the types of people that really annoy me. These are the types of people that will actually watch the news 24/7 and freak themselves out in a frenzy. Complete idiots. Person number 2. Well, first of all, I won't get affected by the coronavirus. And the reason why is because this is complete and utter fake news. This virus doesn't exist. To be honest with you, I'm not washing my hands. I mean, I don't wash on a daily basis anyway. So why should I start doing it now? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm better than everyone, and I'm just gonna live my life and not take this any seriously at all. You know, even though I'm probably the type of person to actually get the virus, because, you know, I don't take anything seriously in my life anyway. Ah, that's right, good old corona. Ooh. The second type, it hasn't actually been talked about during this whole scenario, and that's the reason why I'm making this video. Yes, the people freaking out is a big problem, but see, these people not taking this seriously either are just as much of a problem as anyone else. There are people that, I'm not even joking, that haven't even washed their hands even before this coronavirus. And if you're this types of people saying, well, I wash my hands because of this virus, you're supposed to do that, you idiot. You're supposed to do that. But apparently people can't be clean. People in this world say, oh, well, I'll not take a shower and I'll not wash myself. And then they wonder why and these are the same people. And you see them all the time. All the time. And it's the same people. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick for the 3rd time this week. And by the way, this is before the coronavirus. You have these people constantly getting sick just on a regular basis. And then they go, I don't know why I'm getting sick so much. It's because you're not washing yourself. There's not good hygiene, okay? You're grown-ass man and grown-ass women, okay? You're supposed to clean yourself. You're supposed to get a shower every day, alright? You're supposed to work out in the gym. You're supposed to get yourself in good shape. And you're supposed to boost your immune system by taking fucking vitamin C, alright? Now, there was a point in my life where I was getting sick on the regular. So do you know what I did? No, I didn't just say, oh, I'm sick all the time, so I can't do this. And no, do you know what I did? I changed my entire lifestyle. I went to the gym, I started taking vitamin C, I started taking care of myself, so I don't get affected. These are basic building blocks of common human knowledge, and people do not get this. Primarily people in Europe. Some people in Europe are just not washing themselves, they're not washing their hands, they seem to think that this is like some type of, oh, they're gonna lock us down, they want to take control. This virus is real. Whether you like to admit it or not, it is 110% real. However, there's a few things that I want to talk about the virus in a few minutes and how it came to be, because there's a lot of stuff I need to talk about that. But on the person that's number 2, you are much of a problem as person 1, alright? You're the types of people that don't react to anything, and then when something does happen, then you over freak out and go, I never seen this coming, or, oh, I've seen this coming as well. These idiots are they're just annoying. They're completely annoying. Oh, I don't need to worry about this. I'm fine. Like, I don't need this. And they don't wash their hands. They don't clean themselves. And also what they'll do is they'll, like, shout and bash people that buy the toilet paper, even though they do exactly the same thing as what type 1 does, alright? Type 1 and Type 2 people that are generally on this list are probably the worst types of people in humanity right now. They're the types of people that will legit believe anything on the news. They watch reality TV shows every day. They watch the X Factor and feel bad because some woman didn't get through to the next round. And in reality, they're just wasting their entire lives because their lives completely mean nothing, alright? Please, for the love of God, for Type 1 and Type 2, bulk buy condoms so you can't reproduce. Thank you very much. Person number 3. Alright, so this is very, very serious. But we shouldn't freak out. I think freaking out is halfway through the battle. I think the more that we freak out, there's no point posting anything on social media at all. Alright, so we just need to calm down. Don't take it serious. Alright? Obviously wash your hands. Be clean. But don't let this news consume your life. If you are Type 3, congratulations, you're not a moron. You're the types of people that do one of 2 things. Number 1, you clean yourself, you wash your hands, and you look after yourself like you've always done. Or, number 2, you post memes and claim how funny this is. Which, by the way, some of these memes are actually quite funny. Which is what I generally do enjoy. If you're Type 1 and Type 2 people that do those idiotic things, you're not on this list. You're the reason why society is so bad as what it is right now. You're the types of people that don't vote, and then whenever something happens in the public eye, and then you go, why did that happen? Because you didn't vote, that's why, you dumbasses. And it just shows you, like, the way society is right now. People are complete and utter morons. And, yeah, let's get into my final point, which is my whole take on this virus and how it actually came to be. I'm just gonna call it like it is. China have a lot to answer for this. This isn't the first time some type of disease has come out of China. They have done this crap on a number of occasions. There's been viruses that have come out from this country on a regular basis. Now, some people are saying about the conspiracy theories that China implemented this to dwindle down populations. Some people have come in. I'm not going to get into that. If you do believe that, you know what? It can be understandable. China is pretty much a corrupted society as it is anyway. There was a video, which I'm not going to post on here, where there's people storming into trains and beating the shit out of each other. China is a very weird place right now, and the problem is with China in general is that they just generally do not take care of themselves. They're completely overpopulated, and I'm not a type of person that is going to be all green and all about the environment, but Jesus Christ, China, like, the thing is that factories have closed down. You can actually see, like, the blue sky now in China. Like, actually, the atmosphere has picked up since this virus has actually kicked in, which is crazy, to be honest with you. But now, because obviously people aren't working in China, like, factories aren't producing, like, the gas and stuff, and actually the atmosphere is actually clear. And I think China, out of everything, needs to reset themselves and think,
maybe us constantly making our people work on a regular basis isn't the right thing to do. Hey y'all, Jerry from the future here. I'm just in the middle of editing the video and I just actually failed to say something. It's actually not just China that's to blame. It's companies like Amazon, Wish, all these companies that actually use forced labor to mass produce like cheap items and send them out. These companies are a big reason why this is essentially going on, by essentially forcing people to work cheap fucking jobs, and then the health and the overall standards of the place has gone down. China, as it is right now, is just fucking. They're getting money like from these companies from cheap labor. But the only, it's not just China should be blamed, it should be these people that are buying this shit from Wish. And I've actually deleted my Wish account, and I won't be actually purchasing anymore, because I don't want to be the sole problem of this situation. I do think that we need to actually look at certain countries in regards to forced labor, and actually think to ourselves, do you really want to get a 50 cent belt, like, you know, those 50 cent or 50p belts? Or, you know, to prevent this kind of stuff from happening. Now, that's probably more of a bigger conversation down the line. I'm sure there's people that probably know a lot more about forced labor than myself. But just looking at everything, if they didn't have this forced labor in China, if they didn't have this forced labor in certain countries, none of this shit would be happening. The health, would be a lot better. And it all boils down to governments. And that also includes the UK government, that also includes the Irish government, the Italian government, the Russian government, and the Chinese government. The world governments in general need to be held accountable, because I'll be brutally honest, some of these governments in the entire world have dropped the fucking ball right now. Completely dropped the ball. In fact, that's the reason why our world is in complete chaos right now, because some of these political leaders that have been elected just are not stable enough to do this. And before anyone says, Jerry, you talking about Trump? I'm talking about everyone. That goes for left and right across the board. All the shit that's been going on right now is utterly ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a fucking expert, I'm a political expert or whatever it is, but my whole thing is, maybe if this forced labor shit didn't actually happen, I'm not saying that it's gonna change. I'm not saying my video's gonna fucking spontaneously make China stop. Like, I'm not that naive. But what I will say is that maybe, if China actually prevented this kind of stuff from happening, actually having health standards. And by the way, it's not just China. You know, there's other countries as well that have a fucking awful fucking rate when it comes to health and safety. And also, that doesn't actually include these countries like China or whatever it is. Sometimes, even in fucking Northern Ireland, Belfast, and even in Southern Ireland and England, some of the health stuff that's been going on right now is horrible. In fact, what the whole thing that we're looking at is that people's overall health right now is ridiculously bad. We're buying too much fucking fatty foods, we're buying too much fucking crap, and that's why our health is deteriorating, and that's why our actual immune system is so down. Anyway, continue on with the video. I apologize for intervening there in mid-sentence, but I just wanted to get that out there. Because this, and by the way, see these masks, I just want to say this. Number one, if you're the types of people that are selling these masks, and if you are the types of people wearing these masks, please put yourselves automatically back to type 1 and type 2 people, because see, a mask has no effect at all on this virus. This virus can be contracted by touch. You know, if you actually did the research, you'd find out about this. But no, everyone's just wearing a mask, covering themselves up in styrofoam and tinfoil or whatever, and acting like a complete and utter muppet. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. Back to China. China, what are yous at? Alright, do I have to go to China and sort yous all out? Because the reality is, you people do need to sort yourselves out. I have never seen so much pollution and so much disease and so much despair in my entire life. Like, I don't even know, like, and here's the thing, I'm nothing against China, alright? Nothing. But, good lord, you guys need to take a look at yourselves and think, maybe we should have sorted something out about this. The same applies to Italy. Italy is a big problem as well. they were pretty much carefree when it came to this situation, and look what happened. They're all in quarantine and they're all in lockdown, and as soon as one country in Europe has it, they all have it, because Europe is pretty much entirely connected. America isn't as bad as what people are letting on. It's not as bad as what it is in Europe. In America, you guys are actually okay. Like, there's some cases where, like, one person in one state will have it, and then if you go to 2 states on the left, then someone will have it. It's not as much of an epidemic as it is in the United States. You guys are actually doing alright. However, I do think that America is actually taking a good strategy by actually locking it down anyway. It's good to actually not take risks, especially during this situation, okay? The situation is real. Take it seriously, but don't act like a moron and freak out. Do what I say and you'll get through this. It's a public service announcement from the General. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out. My hope for humanity has went down since this virus, and you people should all be ashamed of yourselves.